Sometimes seed starting can look so perfect online, and it's not always that way. Often it's messy, unpredictable, and frustrating. Now, it's only my 4th year starting seeds, so I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm learning a lot along the way. I've had some seedlings flourish while others have flopped. Today, I'd like to bring you along with both my wins and my losses and show you what I've learned along the way. We will be discussing dampening off by overwatering, fungus gnats, leggy seedlings, and low germination rates. Here is a case of overwatering and dampening off. First of all, I want to discuss, this was my own fault. What happened was I bottom watered these seedlings and I forgot to drain off the excess water. You can see it pooling right here. So what occurred was this dampening off is a fungus disease in the plants. Mostly happens to seedlings, and it pinches the stem right here and it causes the plant to die back. It can also happen to seeds as well. Ways we can prevent this happening in the future is not watering as much. So if you're going to bottom water, just give it a little while and then drain off the excess water after you're done. We can also increase airflow. Now I do have a fan in here. Maybe it's not close enough. Maybe this got tucked back behind something else so it wasn't allowing the movement. So we'll increase our airflow and we will not overwater and let these dry out a little more in between waterings. These are called fungus gnats. The reason we don't want fungus gnats is because they will lay their eggs in the top layers of the soil, and the larvae feed on organic decaying matter and can also feed on roots of the plants, so we don't want that happening. Ways we can prevent fungus gnats from becoming a problem is, first of all, we can use a soilless mix, which consists of equal parts of peat moss and vermiculite or perlite, but I know peat moss isn't sustainable, so I've looked up other options that could use coconut coir as an alternative, or you can find some seed starting mixes that are peatless. Another way we can prevent the fungus gnats is letting these dry out completely in between waterings. We can also add a fine layer, almost like a barrier on top of the soil to hinder the egg laying, such as sand or diatomaceous earth. Sometimes I'll use vermiculite on top as well. We can also use these sticky traps to catch the adults, so I have them around my grow room. And as a last resort, we can use a biological insecticide such as BT. I've also seen people use neem oil or something called mosquito bits. Here's my loofah seedlings. Now this is a little bit of a flourish because the seedlings that did germinate are looking lovely. They got their first set of true leaves and they're starting their second set. Back here is one and here's one, and I am super excited this year because this is the most I've ever had germinate, so this is a big win for me. So I had 4 germinate. This one right here I broke off just by being a little too rough, moving something around, and I snapped it off. So I'm trying to stick it in here. I don't think it's gonna survive. I don't think it'll reroot. Super bummed about that, but it happens. Here I have some stock seedlings. This is also another win slash flop. So I have these stock seedlings. They're starting to really put on some growth. They're looking lovely. The problem with these is they got leggy. So see how they have these long stems and they're leaning, so they're reaching for the light. So I have this probably 5 or 6 inches from the light now. What I can do to prevent this from happening is lower the lights down or raise these up to the light closer. I have to untie it to move it down. That's why it's wiggling. So that's good. I'm gonna get some more direct fan blowing on these so they're not so weak and they'll build their strength up. And the last thing I want to talk about is germination rate. These are some delphinium seedlings. I have low germination rate on these. Now this could be user error. I may have let the plant dry out too long in between watering or misting. I usually mist them before they germinate. I mist them. I also was getting nervous because some of them germinated while others didn't, so I took the humidity dome off. May have done that prematurely. Not sure on that. So I'm still working out what exactly it goes on. Back here I have some dampening off that's going on as well, so that was a little overwatering. So finding the right balance is key, I feel like. So this is why I also overplant, so I do have some seedlings to put in the ground. So here I want to show some wins. Look at all of these snapdragons. There's so many. Now I did have some die, but I have so many growing. I've pinched them back already, and they are regrowing. The reason we pinch back snapdragons is so they will branch out and you get more flowers. Aren't those beautiful? Seeing the leaves and seeing them grow and be healthy is so rewarding. It makes all of this worth it. These are my celery seedlings. I have some soil block, and I had some extras that I just threw in a pot right here. And actually the ones that are in the pot are looking more healthy and stronger looking than these. Look a little more spindly in the soil block. So I'm not sure the difference. I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I'm really happy with the growth. I mean, this one back here looks great as well. So maybe these were just a little behind. They look a little weak, so I might increase the fan to strengthen them a little more. Seed starting is such a rewarding journey. There's many wins and some losses. Some years it feels like more losses than wins. This is only my 4th year of seed starting, and I've learned so much along the way. I've watched videos, I've read about it, how to start seeds. I read the back of the seed package. Sometimes I feel like I do everything it says and it just doesn't work out. But you know what? I'm getting out there and I'm trying it. And I encourage you to try it too. There's such a wonderful feeling that comes from planting a seed, seeing it germinate, and then get its first set of true leaves so you know what the plant is going to look like, then nurturing it and nourishing it until it's time to plant it in the ground, and then watch it grow into a big, beautiful, mature plant. It's such a great feeling. Whether you just want to start some seeds for your herb garden, or veggies for your vegetable garden, or even some flowers for your cut flower bed, I encourage you to get out there and try. It's such a rewarding journey, and I learn something new every year. Thanks for watching. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye.